Endicott College Writing Center presents How do I format my paper using APA? To format your paper using APA, or the American Psychological Association guidelines, there are a few things you need to consider. 1. The margins required around the page. 2. The text or font you'll use. 3. The spacing that's required. 4. What's needed for the title page. 5. How to format the header. And lastly, how to format the page numbers. Let's begin by setting the margins for your paper. To set the margins, click the Page Layout tab seen here. Find the Margins box. Click, highlight Normal, and click again. Normal margins are 1-inch margins around the entire page. Now let's talk about the text or font you'll use. APA requires Times New Roman for all research. In addition, APA also requires 12-point font for your paper. Now this includes your title page, your abstract, the body of the text, and then your references. Next, let's set the spacing. Click the paragraph box seen here. Find the line spacing drop box. Click, highlight double, click again, and then click OK. Now your paper is set for double line spacing. Next, let's talk about the title for your paper. Now, titles should be clear and concise and describe exactly what it is that you're going to be doing in the context of the paper. Generally, titles are no more than 12 words, but they can take up 2 lines of spacing. Now, in addition to your title, you need other information, such as your name, with your first name, middle initial, and last name, and your institutional affiliation. Your name and institutional affiliation should be on separate lines. All this information, however, needs to be centered. So select the text and center. The text also needs to be between the top and middle of the page, so hit enter approximately 4 or 5 times to achieve this effect. Lastly, let's talk about how to format the heading and page numbers for your paper. Now let's say we've already created some text, seen here. The heading for your first page, which is your title page, and your second page and subsequent pages will be different. To insert the header, click Insert and Header, and then blank 3 columns. Now the key here is to select the different first page box, seen here. This will make your heading for the first page and any subsequent pages different. To insert the header here, click within the header, find the header box, click, and do the same that you did for the last page, blank 3 columns. Now we can eliminate the middle column. We don't need anything there. And in the header, for the left side, type in running head on your title page, and then an abbreviated version of your title, all in caps. Now to insert the page number, click the right side, click page number, current position, and plain number. That will give you the current position of the first page. You'll also need to make sure that your heading is in the proper font, which again is Times New Roman, and 12-point. Now we're going to repeat this process on the second page. You can see up top here we have one heading for our title page, and then any subsequent pages is going to be slightly different. Again, you don't need the middle heading, but you do need the left and the right. Again, in the left, we're going to have our title abbreviated, but we don't need the tagline running head. And then again, to insert page numbers, click the page numbers, current position, plain number, and that should give us the number 2 since we're on the second page. Again, highlight the text and make sure it's in the proper font, which is Times New Roman 12-point. Click off the box, and now your headings are set. This has been a presentation of Endicott College Writing Center. Please visit our website to make an appointment today.